Hi, welcome to the game of craps. We'll start out with 5 dice. They will be sent to the player. Player will pick up 2 dice. The remaining 3 will come back to the dealer in the middle. And when you walk up to the game, the shooter will have the dice. The off button means we're starting a new round. The white button means the shooter has established 6 as the number to shoot for. We will start the game pass line. 7 or 11 wins, 2, 3, or 12 loses. Any other number becomes the point. This shooter happens to have a 10. He's going to pick them up. He'll toss them, and it's an 8. So now the puck will move to the 8. The pass line will now become the 8. So now the shooter needs to roll an 8 again for the player to win. Here, 7 is a loser, 8 is a winner. Any other number? Not to worry. Right now, player wants an 8. We encourage the player to play the 6. The reason why is 6 and 8 roll more often than any other number. So we'll ask the player to send us, in this particular case, $30. The reason why it's 30 and not a single 25 is because of the way it pays. We also encourage the player to back up their bet, and that's called odds. Odds will go with double whatever the pass line is. This is an extra bet on the same number. The 8 pays even money, and depending on what number it is here, as to how much the odds behind will pay. So this is your basic strategy when you come to the craps table. You want to play your pass line with odds. This particular number is 8 and a 6. Lots of players like to have fun in the field. The field is a 1-roll bet. If you notice, 6 and 8 are not in there. The reason why is because they roll more often than any other number. So in a casino, you kind of want to stay away from the field because it is a 1-roll bet, unless you're betting the 6 and the 8. Now you'll have all numbers covered except for the 5 and the bad word, which is 7. We don't want a 7 right now because we want this 8. So then we will proceed, and the shooter will pick up the dice, roll again. In this particular case, it's a 4. You'll see in the field that there is a 4, so it will pay even money. This is a self-service area, so that player will pick up their money, and they will either increase the bet, pull back portion of the bet, or take it all, deciding on what it is he wants to do. So now the shooter will roll again. This particular case, it's a 5. There is no 5 in the field. It is a 1-roll bet, so this bet will go away. If you happen to have money on that 5, then you will get paid. Each player has a position on where they are standing, and their bets will be set up in whatever position they're at. So if we have a player right here, he will bet here, and dealer will mark the position up here wherever the player is betting. Let's say the point is 9. All right, we have still the pass line. We have the odds, that's the extra bet on whatever number the shooter is shooting for. And I would encourage the player to play the 8. Reason being is because 6 and 8 roll most often, and then branch out from there. Now, as the dice are rolling, the point is 9. I would encourage the player to play the 5. Reason being is as the dice tumble, the other side is 5. And if you'll notice, as the dice are tumbling, there's your 6, there's your 9, and there's your 8. So therefore, it would be a good bet to bet the 5, 6, 8, and 9. Now you have the inside numbers covered, and if you come out here to play the field, now you've got every single number covered except for the bad word, which we don't like to say when the puck is white. Because when the puck is black, starting a new round, 7 or 11 wins. And so you can root for 7 all night long. But once the puck moves to the 9, 7 becomes a loser. And everyone is rooting for the 9. I encourage the player to play as this. Anything that's a one-roll bet is in the casino's favor. It's a high-risk bet for you. For example, the field. It's a one-roll bet. The prop bets, this is what we call these numbers right here in the middle. They're prop bets, they're one-roll bets. You have one chance at it. If you notice a 12 in there pays you 30 to 1, The reason being is because there's only one way to get to it, 6 and 6, or as the dice tumble, 6 and 6. So it pays more. We have, many players will want to play these 4 numbers. They're all one-roll bets. We have the 2, the 3, the 11, and the 12. They can bet it separately like that, or we can group them together, and that is now called a horn bet. So you're betting 4 numbers, and you can bet it for $5, or you can go up from there. One-roll bet. Any 7, you're betting that the dealer is going to, or the shooter is going to roll a 7. One-roll bet, one chance at it. These right here are called Hardways. We also call them picture bets. Let's say you think 6 and 8 are going to roll looking like this. Those are called Hardways. So now what you want the shooter to do is roll a 6 looking like that. If it rolls 4-2, the bet will go away. If it rolls 3-3, the dealer will pay the amount of $45. You can press it, you can parlay it, or you can take the total 45. In this case, he's going to take the total of 45, and we leave it there. If the player wants it back, then we simply send them back their $5. He can bet it at any time he wants. He can bet it when the button is black, when we're starting a new round, or when we have a number established. Like I say, the player can ask for that at any time, as well as these bets. These do not have to stay there. The player can ask for them back. The player can say, I want you to move my 8 to a 10. So we will move the 8 to the 10 and give him the change. The reason why we give him the $5 back is because it pays different than the 8. 6 and 8 pay 7 for every 6. 5 and 9 pay 7 for every 5. 4 and 10 pay 9 for every 5. The reason why they pay so much is because they're harder to roll. So we will put him back on the 8. He's changed his mind. He decides to want to go back on the 8. So when the player wants to bet, the player will set the money, or the chips in this case, in the middle. This is where the dealer's working area is, and we'll say, I want an 8. Like, say this person just came up to the table, and he wants to bet that 8. He will set the chips down. We will bring it, and we will set him on the 8. Now he waits for that 8 to roll again before he gets paid. He says, oh, I want to move it to the 5. Then we'll move it to the 5 and give him his change back. A player can jump in at any time they want. This is the basic game of craps, and the dealer is always there to help you whenever you need it. And don't be afraid of the game. There's a lot of action going on. All you have to worry about is your own bets. The dealer takes care of the rest, and the dealer is here to help you whenever you need it. If you'd like to have a table like this, or a dealer like myself, just contact us, and we're ready to go.